By 2020, that figure of £9 won't mean much. Not only will inflation have gone up, things will be more expensive, but also the new welfare system you're talking about, the smaller welfare system, the less benefits people have, will mean they're no better off in real terms.
Well, no, if you are in a family where someone's working full-time on the current minimum wage because of the living wage and taking into account those welfare changes, and of course taking into account that I cut taxes for people yesterday, cut their income taxes, put that all together, and if you've got someone working full-time on the current minimum wage, they will be better off. So it is a package. I think what's important for people to understand is this is not just increasing the living wage. I've had to make the welfare system more affordable, but I've also cut taxes, and that's why it's a conservative approach. It's an approach that's sustainable and delivers economic security for people and for this country.
People are very good with their own personal finances sometimes, aren't they? Nick's been doing some maths on the basis of what you said yesterday. He got in touch with us this morning. He says, due to welfare cuts, my family will be £1,541 worse off next year. He says, we're being punished for working and punished for having children. He says this time next year, we will be lucky not to be homeless. He has done the maths, Chancellor, on what you have done, and he says it is pushing him right to the brink.
Well, we are focusing tax credits on those on the lowest incomes, but we're also increasing people's wages through the new national living wage. And when it comes to the size of families, what we're saying is in the future, this is in 2017 for newly born children, we're saying, look, we will support families of up to 2 children, but we're not going to be able to pay child tax credit for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th child. And again, that I think is a fair deal, because in the end you've got to have a welfare system that's fair to the people who need it, but also fair to the people watching this programme who pay for that welfare system. And what's the alternative? You just allow these welfare bills to go up and up and up, the country runs out of money, and then you have all the economic problems we saw in this country 6 or 7 years ago, and people lose their jobs and the country's worse off. You know, that's not good for anyone living in Britain.
At the other end of this pendulum, of course, we've got the business owners. Sheila's got in touch, a joint owner of a small business, 18 staff she has. Her initial calculations regarding this increase in the minimum wage is that it represents an increase of 39% in real terms to her business. And she's just wondering whether she can possibly cope.
Well, that's why I said this is a new contract with the country. And part of that new contract with businesses is we've cut your taxes. I cut business taxes again yesterday, cut taxes for small companies, cut taxes for firms employing small numbers of people on the national living wage, but also cut taxes for all businesses. And in return, we're saying you can have higher wages, and I think the country can afford that. I think British business can afford that. And actually a lot of the business groups yesterday came out and welcomed what we did because it's part of a balanced package.